All right, so this is Fred Green. He's about to become the best player of all time. He's a small forward with a 6'6" build, but he is severely underweight. But it's okay, though, because my boy Fred finna go crazy. He's gonna become the greatest of all time, and I promise. Fred was invited to a USA versus the World game, which he was asked, what would you be known as? And he said the greatest player of all time. Right after that, you already know we had to get our boy maxed out with the 3. Fred's first game to showcase what he's going to be and what he's going to do in college. Will he do good this game? Well, you just have to see. So starting off the game, my boy Fred got a nice block. Then they passed it to their trash teammate who missed a wide open layup. Oh my goodness. And this man Fred kept begging for the ball. Kept begging. He shot his first little layup and he actually made it, which was surprising to a lot of people because they was doubting him and they was doubting his skills. And another block from my boy Fred. He was going crazy this game. And it was so early into the game, people thought he was on par to have one of his best games ever. But people was going to be like, oh, it's a showcase. It's a showcase. He not really good for real. Did he just miss a wide open layup? The other team went down quickly and made a good score, good little lay, but it's all right because Fred was not done. Fred was begging for the ball once again. He went in, shot it, was fouled, and now he was at the three-point line. Bro, shut up, bro. Now at the free throw, Fred took his first free throw of all time, actually. That was his first free throw. He never got fouled prior, and he made it with ease. Now he had a second one coming up. Let's see if he can make this. Oh my goodness, we're going to have to do some work. But it's okay because my boy Fred got another block and a steal, which was just so good for him. He was actually popping off of this game. He passed it to his wide open teammate who passed it to... Bro, there is absolutely no... USA went down quickly once again and scored. But Fred, he was not going for none of that. Absolutely not. He went into the paint. He shot a fade and got absolutely blocked. Oh my. This little nigga sucked. And another score from USA. Bro, they was just going crazy with the rim running, bro. Like, they had no skill at all, bro. Like, they're garbage, bro. And Fred was begging for the ball. He actually shot a lay, which you know is bad when he's the only person with the points on the team. Now, I'm not saying Fred is bad or anything. I'm just saying Fred does need some work because he's just allowing open layups like that. Like, buddy, do your job. But that boy Fred went in with another nice lay. He actually got fouled, but they didn't call it because these refs are absolutely blind and they can't see a thing. Then all of Fred's greatness was shown out, bro. He was just allowing wide open layups once again, bro. Like, buddy, you are garbage. But it's okay because Fred wasn't finna let that get to his head. He's going to the paint again where his teammate is constantly annoying him and he's just wanting the ball. Now, after Fred has the ball here, he shoots a 3 and absolutely... I'm like a proud father watching this because I did not expect him to make that. It didn't matter because it was a absolute beat down. These USA boys gave them belt to booty. But Fred had a good game. Just look at the numbers. He had a great game. And this was enough for colleges to start looking at him and put him on their radar. Now it's time for Fred's biggest decision of his entire life. Where will he take his talents to? He had collegiate offers from every single school, but certain schools give him more minutes than other schools, so he made a very hard and tough decision. Our boy took his talents to the Oxford Owls, and life was treating him so well, but he was ready for his first collegiate game against the Georgia Lockjaws. Your first collegiate start hits different. The atmosphere is crazy, and it's way different from high school, and you feel more important than ever. But Fred is going to do Fred things and going to go ahead and not do his plays and do whatever he wants on the court. This guy's garbage. Yeah, this guy is absolutely fucking. After the Lockjaws missed a wide open layup, my boy Fred, man, got his first collegiate points ever. And he was happy. You could see the smile on his face. That boy was grinning ear to ear. But he still had to play basketball. So he was wide open for another look again, and he absolutely banked that one. After another wide open miss, Our boy Fred went all the way down, running his absolute heart out, wide open again. And he didn't take the shot. He actually passed it. Wow. I thought Fred was selfish. He should have been. Our boy Fred got a block. His first block of his collegiate career. He was so happy that he was actually performing so well in this game. I mean, he took up a wide open three. Like, who else would have done that in that position? Like, you know he was happy. You know he was feeling himself. He should have never took that three because now his dumb ass allowed a wide open layup. Fred, we got a lot more work to do, buddy. But Fred didn't care about none of that. He was just focused on scoring and scoring and scoring. He passed it to his teammate, which passed it to the other teammate. Then Fred was begging for the ball once again. And they actually made a nice little shot. It was actually pretty nice. Another wide open layup for Georgia. I mean, to be honest, bro, like I really feel like the Oxford coach should be taken out back and just put down like a little puppy. And my boy Fred, man, oh my goodness, Fred is absolutely cooking. He has 6 points. He's still trash. He still needs to get better, but it's okay. Georgia doing all these expensive moves like they're going to make the shot anyway, which I was absolutely right. They missed. They're garbage. Nah, bro. Georgia's not garbage in real life, bro. I'm a Georgia fan, so, bro. I'm just saying it for the video. He hits a wide open man. He absolutely... There's, like, absolutely no shot. You missed that. Our boy Fred with another wide open look again, and he absolutely makes it. Fred is going off in his first collegiate game. Fred was playing good defense at the top of the key, but this guy just didn't miss for some reason. I mean, like, lucky shot. That's his only shot of his whole career. Like, buddy, you're really a bench player. You're not good. I don't know why you just shot that shot like you're good. I'm not sure. You're not going to the NBA, so stop being like... Our boy Fred with another wide open look, and he just absolutely swishes it. I mean, that boy is playing ball like no other. But Georgia will answer back with a score and a layup of their own to bring the score to 12-8. Now, Fred was spamming pass, and he was just not passing it until he passed it. Then Fred, got in his feels a little bit, thought he could post the guy up and... Oh, my goodness, buddy, retired. It was a pretty dominant game for Oxford, but our boy Fred decided to throw that mother freaker up, and it went in with straight ease. Woo! They passed the ball to Fred, and they still never did that because Fred had a 3-second violation. Wow, Fred, you're really doing great, but can we just clear small stuff up, please? Fred was really having a dominant game, and he shot up this nice fade that just went in with straight, pure easiness. I mean, Fred was having a game. He was having his best game of his career, and it was only his first. He had a lot more to show for. Dominant performance from our boy Fred. 19 points, 1 3, 1 rebound, and 1 block. Our boy had a career-high game in his first game. Our boy was going crazy, and he had a long season ahead of him. His friend asked him out for drinks. Pause, no diddy. And our boy Fred humbly said yes. Because, like, why wouldn't he? I mean, if I would have. Fred got a call from his coach to work on some finishing drills. Then, it went as expected. Get that bullshit out of here, son. After that drill, our boy Fred just worked on his 3-point and other stuff that he felt like he needed to work on. Fred was super ready for this next game that was coming up. He was super hyped, especially after him training in the facility for the first time. He felt like he was going to make every single shot on the court. For real. Our boy was not playing no games. He's putting up the first points of the game. But sadly, they answered right back. Columbia, y'all are garbage. Y'all not good at all, so stop acting like you guys are. Stop scoring points like you guys are good or something like that. Then after being in the corner for absolute hours and Fred begging for the ball, they didn't pass him the ball, and yeah, you just seen that absolute brick of a layup. Fred was getting heated at his teammates for not passing him the ball. He was practically yelling at his teammates to pass the damn ball, but he had bigger issues, like this mother freaker mouthing him, bro, straight mouthing him. But our boy Fred would answer right back. His practice was making perfect for this. A good play made by Fred. He poked the ball free, but they still got it back, and they still scored. What is the defense that our team is playing right now? So this trash little boy was trying to go up on Fred, and Fred remembered what his coach did to him. Get bullshit out of here, And they only thought Fred had one block in him. Nah, he had two in him. He had two in him. Fred is the GOAT. Fred was feeling hot. He was feeling too confident. That boy put up a 3 and absolutely bricked it. And that was the biggest downfall of the whole entire game. 7.7 points. You fly all the way out to Colombia to put up 7 freaking points. Fred, you are garbage. Fred was missing so many layups. It was absolutely freaking terrible how bad he played. Just like that, we were in the final stretch of the season. Fred had a good season going on for him. His hair even grew. You know, he started talking to this little girl, talking to this little shawty, but we're going to get more into that later. We'll get more into that later, whatnot. But, hey, Fred was having a day. I lied. I brutally lied. I lied straight to your face. I am so sorry. But it didn't matter. Fred was only getting ready for the biggest tournament of the season. And he had to be prepared. He had to get his guys ready. He had to get the chemistry right. He got to get the practice. He had to get right for these games. I mean, Fred practiced like there was no tomorrow. He was practicing so hard, sweating his ass off. He was doing everything to be ready for this tournament. It was time. It was time for Fred to go out there and play the best basketball he's ever played in his entire life. It was all on the line, and he needed to win bad for his family, for his girl, for everybody that was there watching him. He needed to win for them. Oxford starting off the game early with a nice little 2. Then our boy Fred hit this nice 2 to go up 4-2 against Syracuse. Fred was playing good defense, but it didn't matter because Syracuse hit this nice 3 to go up. But Fred's teammate was not letting that slide and went up with a nice 2 to take the lead. Then Oxford would get this nice stop to get the ball back. Oxford was running their plays well and hit up a nice 2. Oxford would get another stop and Fred would play a nice layup to get 4 total points of the game. But Syracuse wasn't going for any of that and put up a nice 2 of their own. And Syracuse would get this nice stop to get a nice layup and a foul. It's the free throw because he's a 2-hour contract player. That boy Fred would go down with a nice dunk to extend the lead. Then Fred would get an easy layup. Oxford was just playing great, and they was not giving up at all on defense. Then that boy Fred with another layup to extend the lead furthermore. Then another easy layup for Fred. They could not stop Fred today. Fred was going insane. And after a dominant win, Fred had 16 points, 8 for 8, 3 assists, and 1 block. Fred had a game. Him and the team was so happy. The morale was just up, and they was ready for the next game. Going into this game, Fred knew he had to perform the way he performed yesterday. So Fred vouched to his teammates that he'll play the best basketball he's ever played in his entire life. This is about the time I figured out you can actually play in 60 FPS. I didn't know that at first, but now I do. So that's how you'll be seeing the rest of the series and the rest of the videos going forward. I'm sorry, I didn't know they had 60 FPS option. I never knew. I know now, so that's what we're going to do. Get Fred in his natural habitat, not guarding his man. It was a quiet night for Fred, but he still had good points, and he still had a good game. I'm going to get serious because the game was way too close. New Jersey passed it. Fred jumped way too early, and they made the shot going up by 2. Fred had all type of things going through his head, how he might sell the game, but he posted up, he shot. He missed the most easiest layup of his life. Now he's in his head. He's going to have to hear his teammates clown his dumb ass for missing the most easiest shot of all time. He was so sad. And you could even see it on his face. Coach said, hey, go out there and do your thing. Don't be discouraged. So our boy Fred wasn't going to give up. He wasn't going to give up. He wasn't going to stop there. He missed again. He was hurt. He was heartbroken. He let his team down once again and was prepared to hear the overrated chants in the crowd. New Jersey went to the line, and he knew if they made this shot, it was over. There was no coming back. Oh my, he missed. He missed. Oh, he missed. So Fred called for ball. He made it. He actually made it. They have a chance to win. They're only down by 1, and they need a stop quickly. So they foul, and New Jersey goes to the line again. This is all or nothing. They missed again. Only 6 seconds on the clock. They have to go fast. He calls for the ball. He lays it up. He did it. Only .9 on the clock. They won. They're moving on to the next round. They actually won. He did it. He did it. Fred won it for his team. Now, after that game, Fred felt really good about this next game. He said, we're going to go in there and we're going to absolutely dominate at home. Oxford down in the same position how they were last game. It's really all or nothing. Fred told his team, hey, pass to me. I'm going to make it. I promise you. If I don't make it, I'll give all y'all $500. He shot. That boy was not lying about making that shot. Now they're down 3 points and they need a 3 bad. Fred fouls them to try to get them to the line. They really need them to miss this free throw. And he shoots it. And he bricks because he is terrible. Now these guys actually have a chance to win the game and win it all. Tells his guys, hey, pass it to me. Pass it to me. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. And he shoots it. Boy, Fred was sparking from the 3. He was doing this for his baby girl that was in the freaking stands. He was doing this for his mama that was watching at home. He did this for his dad, man. He did it for everybody. Now it's all or nothing. The final seconds. He crosses again, and he shoots. Okay, I'm not going to even slow it down because he missed bad. I'm not going to lie. He braked. Overtime. Okay, down a little bit here. If they score, they can actually have a chance to win this game, and he absolutely bricks. Oh, my God. Oh, my Fred, what are you doing? Fred, what are you doing? Fred. Okay, good. So they got the ball back. Fred is going down. He's going to shoot it, right? And he's going to make it. Oh, Fred, you're a loser. Oh, Fred, you're a loser. Oh, you're a loser. Oh, my goodness. You're garbage, bro. You're terrible. You don't deserve to be here. You are terrible. You need to retire from basketball now. After that game, Fred was asked, next on the list of your career. Are you going to clear for draft, go another year, enter transfer portal, or do you need more time to decide? Fred said, hey, F all that. I'm declaring for the draft, for the pro league, and I will live out my lifelong dream in the pro league. Sacramento called up Fred to see if he was interested to do some workouts to show off his skills to the pro league coaches that he was that guy. If you want to skip past, you can, because I'm not going to be saying anything for this part. It's just going to be Fred just shooting around, so, you know. And Fred did this process with 2 other teams after, with the Sheriffs and the Memphis Rockers. It was time for Fred to sit down with his girl and watch the Pro League draft to see what team would pick him up. It was really anxious about who was going to pick him up. But then he got a call. Hey, Frederick Green, welcome to Sacramento. Our boy made it to the league, man. He made it all the way. His dream, ever since he was a little jit, he made the league. He was finally a Sacramento Roar, I think. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the game. We got Golden State versus Sacramento. I'm Josh Buttman, and I'm here partnered with Michael Wayne.
I'm Mike Wayne, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the season opener. And we have the rookie, Frederick Fred Green. Will he be the greatest of all time as he says he will? Or will he just be a bust?
So, Frederick, welcome to the league. We know you're very happy, but do you know the team that you're playing for and how this team is just not a winning franchise at all?
Yeah, ever since they drafted me, I know what I was getting myself into. And just as a player and as the future star of this team, I just got to do what I got to do. Got to go out there and play the best ball that I've ever played in my life. I will make this team a winning franchise, no doubts in my mind.
And Frederick, what if that doesn't come to fruition as you say it will?
I mean, just knowing the type of player that I am, just knowing that it can, because I can show greatness regardless of the team that I'm playing on.
Okay, Frederick. Well, I hope you have a good game. Hope you have a good career. But what if this team doesn't work out for you?
I'm just gonna pack my bags and head off to Atlanta.
With our boy Frederick Fred Green finally stepping out on that court, it was time for this little man to go off and live out his dream. With the ball finally in Fred's hands, he chucks it up from deep and he makes it. He was so happy because it was his first three and he had plenty more to go. Wait, two? What do you mean two? But nothing really happened this game. Fred was just getting settled in and he was trying to get used to the atmosphere. But when Fred got the ball again, he went up for this nice dunk. He was very happy. I mean, just him getting in already and just dunking, him being a starter day one, and him already having 4 points were... Buddy, you're garbage. What do you mean? Another pass to our boy Fred, and he actually went up and made it. It was kind of a bail, but he made it. He made it. But big problem. If you don't see the scoreboard already, yeah, this was belt to booty, straight belt to booty. And this team had terrible history. And this team was just not a winning team even before Fred came. So it was going to be hard for Fred to, try to save this franchise. But Fred didn't care because he went up with another layup. And he said he was going to still perform regardless of the team that he's on. But another pass to Fred late in the game. He said F it and chucked this one up as well. Chicken, as always. I mean, he was just performing so well in his first game. In another three, Fred was just throwing them up, and it was just going in. And problem as well. As you see, the meter might look smaller because it was actually on Pro. Yeah, I was playing on Pro this whole time. But don't worry, I corrected it later in the video somewhere. But after that straight belt to booty loss, Fred was kind of disappointed, but Fred was also happy because it was his first game. He already had 14 points. But this franchise was just dog. But Fred didn't care. He was working on his game, and he knew it would get better in the coming years. Yeah. Sure, Fred. It's going to get better for sure. But after another terrible loss, it didn't get better at all. And Fred did not let it affect him at all. He just kept training, so hopefully one day he can save this franchise. But it was not going to happen. I mean, bro, these guys are garbage. And it didn't get better at all. But that boy Fred won Rookie of the Year. I mean, what a great achievement, especially being on such a garbage team. Just what an achievement. But skipping ahead to next season, it didn't get any better. This team just could not win for Jack. But that boy Fred did not care. He was just finna go in here and play the best basketball he's ever played in his entire life. And that boy even grew a beard. And look at Sacramento's court. Just looks so beautiful. You know they had to swing that rock to Fred. Get that shit out of here, little ass boy! After that absolute embarrassing ass play, Fred lit it up for an easy 2. And also special news, that boy Fred got a baby on the way, man. More news on Freddie Green, boy. We gonna talk about that boy later, man. After another loss, this team sucks. That boy Fred went to the press conference.
Fred, that's another loss for the season, and do you guys think you can get better?
Of course we can. We just got to work on a couple of things, get our chemistry back together, and we should be good.
But do you know what's going through your teammates' heads and why they're not performing as well?
No, because I can't read minds. I don't understand that question. I'm asking you why are they shooting the ball and not making it? Dog, what the hell are you talking about? But Fred got back on his grind, was working his butt off to make this team a better team. He was trying everything in the books. He was not stopping until this team was a contender. But sadly for him and the team, they had a terrible season going 5-17, not making the playoff once again. And the cycle did not end. This team was terrible. Time passed and Fred was hit with a hard decision. What team will he go to bring his talents to and actually win? Fred had a conversation with his wife and was just talking about how everything is going on with the season and what team he should go to. And his wife was really thinking about Dallas, Los Angeles, or Brooklyn. But Fred had something different in mind. He brought his talents to Atlanta. Now, what does the future hold for Fred and his career? Well, you'll just have to see on next time of Fred Green, the greatest of all time. Back at it again with my boy Fred Green, man, just doing what he do best, bro, playing basketball, even though he sucks. We're back at it again with another video going over his career and him being the greatest of all time. Look at that jump shot. Yeah, we still got to do some more improving, for sure.
Freddie! Shoot the damn ball!
But of course, this no life of a sweat decides he wants to dunk on all my teammates. Like, buddy, you're not good. They call that boy Freddie Buckets. The way he be getting buckets, okay, Fred, okay. But of course, this no life loser goes down and hit this. Like, bro, you're not good. Stop shooting. But they got a nice block and went all the way down for a nice layup. Excuse me, did you just miss that bad? Are you actually kidding me? But they use Freddie for what he's good for, laying the ball up, not shooting, because you suck, buddy. You're absolutely terrible at shooting that damn ball. But that boy Fred said he's not all good for just layups. He can shoot the ball too. They lost that game, but most importantly, they had a game coming up in week, I have no idea, but they had to make the play-in. They're 10-11. They need this win to get into the play-in. I'm not saying a thing. I'm going to let that boy Fred and his teammates cook. We made the play-in. We got to go against the Cleveland Gladiators now. And yeah, I somehow lost my footage for that game. I know for a fact I recorded it. It's just nowhere to be found in my phone. So, yay. To be honest, but we made the playoffs, so. And I lost the footage for the first few games of the playoffs. Well, the first game of the playoffs. So, but after another heartbreaking loss, Atlanta really needed to win this next game. And I lost my footage for the third game. Game 4 was very important for Atlanta to win. They had to win this game or it was over. So, I'm going to let that boy Greg cook. Fred. Boy Fred popped off. He gave straight belt to booty, man. Straight belt to booty. And game 5 was no different. They're looking for Fred. He shoots
Oh my! Fred Green is just a talent.
And Fred Green to shoot again. Oh my, he's just too good.
And just like that, Fred was moving on to the next round.
Fred Green, I mean, what a game. I mean, you went out there and you performed how you need to perform. I heard you wanted to be the greatest of all time, and you were on par to achieve that goal.
Of course, but this isn't it right here, man. We got to win the finals. I need at least 7 rings, and that's really all, man. I just, I always wanted to be the greatest of all time. This was my dream, so I will be the greatest of all time, for sure. It was finally time to get serious. This is what the season was all for, right? Fred prepared day and night just to perform on the biggest stage of sports. And he went out there and he did his thing. But it wasn't going to be all quick and easy. They was playing a stacked LA team, so they had to lock in. And that's the only word Fred knew. Locking in. He wasn't letting anything get in his path or in his way. He was going to win this championship.
And passes to Skunk in the corner for an easy 3. And Fred with the ball, and he's going to answer right back.
The game was getting close. They went down and scored again. All on the line. 70-69.
Atlanta needs a score here. They really do. If they get this off, they can possibly win the game and extend the lead. Fred looking around, trying to create space, and he shoots. Ladies and gentlemen, the first game will go to Atlanta, 77-74.
Then we took a L and another L. Oh my goodness. Game 4 was a back and forth battle, a literal shootout between these teams. These teams couldn't stop scoring at all. Then the game was all tied up at 11.1 seconds. They needed to lock in.
With 1 second left in the game, shoot, oh my goodness, he scored.
The final game of the series. Fred knew his team had to win. At this point of the game, Atlanta was down and they needed to score. But they just couldn't shoot for some reason. But Fred doing Fred things knocks down a 3 and he shoots another. It bricks. Oh my goodness, Fred. Don't make me start roasting you again, dog. But for some reason, LA couldn't stop scoring. It was like the defense was just being puppies getting whipped. But Fred didn't care about this. He was finna go down there and he was finna shoot a 3 to tie the game up. Oh my goodness, he actually made it. This is good. But for some reason, LA just, can't miss a single shot this game. So, they passed it to Skunk and he drained it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fred shoots another one. Bang. I mean, oh my goodness. Since when did Fred get this good?
because I upgraded him, obviously. But with some more 5-star Fred defense, he allows another 2. Yeah, bro, bench this man right now. Bench him. But Fred was like, nah, give me the ball. I'm shooting it. And he makes it. Oh, my goodness, this is good. Down by 1. They need a score and a stop. Come on, get a stop. Come on, get a stop, you guys. Come on, we need this. And please don't make it. Oh, he made it. Oh, my goodness, he made it.